Welcome back, cadets. So in this video, we're going to cover something else. Let's just say this API was growing, and even now, I mean, even just having these 5 endpoints, it's large. It takes a lot of room, and I think program.cs should be more for just configuring and setting up all that is required for the application to run. So I'm going to show you something, and this is useful, for example, if the API also grows. So I'm going to right click here. I'm going to add a folder. I'm going to call it endpoints. And then I'll add a class. And here, let's call it excuse endpoints. Now this class, let's also put a semicolon here to get this. This class should never be instantiated. So it's going to be a static class. There should never be instance of it. There should only be one ever existing. And it will require a method with a signature. It doesn't matter what you name it, but good naming could be, for example, this also needs to be static, by the way. But we can call it map excuse endpoints. Pretty clear. Now, what is required here is called this. And I think I endpoints, no, route, I endpoints, no, it's I endpoint route builder tab. And we can call it routes, and then curly braces. And here we have, let's just show you first what I'm going to do. So for these endpoints, get placed. We could put all of these endpoints in there. So let's start. Let's take all of these. I'll put my mouse there. And then I'm gonna shift click here, Control X, and go back here. I'm gonna paste them in here. Well, this is very ugly. Before we do that, we can group all these. We can create something that they all just derive from. So I'm gonna say var group routes map group, and here the prefix. Now I like my API to have, as you might see, is a standard in production environments, is have that API first, and then I might say excuses here. And then for those that you also like different versioning, because you can version your API, you can have like a version 1, or some of you might have seen that. There's different kinds. We're gonna skip it here for now, but this is how you would have done it. Now I'm gonna take this group and replace the app with it, because they all derive from that. There we go, there we go, and there we go. No errors. Now we also need to change the endpoints, because remember, they will all start with the API / excuses. So that means that I don't need this, and then it's just an empty string, and set back and string empty to be more clean. But here we actually pass an int, so we just say / and then the integer. And then for this one, it doesn't need anything either, so just string empty. You can have double quotation marks if you prefer that. I'm just going to do it like this. And here, there we go. And here, there we go. And once that's done, we see no errors. Let's see what happens. If I go to program.cs, I can remove this. And here we say app.map excuse endpoint, and we see it there. It belongs to this. And now this maps all endpoints, and this file also became so much smaller, and it handles the essentials, and it's easier, because imagine you add more endpoints for some other things, I don't know, weather or something, and then it just becomes too much. And we can verify that this works, but we also need to update this one, because remember, we now have an /API there. And then we can run H2. Let's just run this and see what happens. Once running, yeah, because it has rebuilt new changes. Great, I think. And there we go, it works. And that one doesn't exist. Great. Get it. update, delete. See, yeah, back. So that works. So that's one way of making it easier to work with a code base that keeps growing. Some of you might like having all of them here. I like separate out because this will also grow as the code base grows. Okay, and I think that's good here. Yeah, I think that's what I want to show. Until next time.